All right, Cancer, here we go. Well, as promised, in your last cure for Cancer, I said I was going to give you a reading this week. And I'm just going to tell you before I start this reading, I did your pre-shuffle. It starts right here with the Ten of Cups, but that's fucking nothing. When I put the cards down to hit the record button, all I said was, wow. Okay? So, wow. All right? It's like my milder version of holy shit, but it's one where I can't get the words holy shit out, so I just say wow. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, the hot spot of this connection cycle. It is a reading on the soulmate energies under the current energies. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, and you're a Cancerian and you found Steve's Love Tarot, I've been a conduit for you guys since I got here. You're here for a reason. This reading is technically timeless. Whenever you find it is when you were meant to. Yeah, your timeline caught up with the varying energies and all of that. Okay. Wow. I don't even know what to say, but holy shit, I'm just going to throw the cards. I'm just going to show you the first two to get us started. It's an Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, communication, fast, forward, movement, crossing a Ten of Cups. It is an energy, to put it simply, I got to paraphrase, it is someone who wants to take fantasy into reality. It is minor arcana. It is up to their free will. There's some nervous tension around this, but that's what it is. And I'm just going to pull this. Wow. Wow. The Hierophant. This person's spiritually changed. And I think it's something they just realized on a high level. You remember, if you've been watching my readings, I did Venus and Pisces. You know that the masculine is having their feminine side come up. They're in their fields. But you also know from my Jupiter sextile North Node reading I did yesterday that there's a bit of a new drug in play here. It's a bit of making them brave, making them the uppercut, the knockout punch of energy. It's temporary, but it's causing a tower. Somebody does not want this gone. Somebody's about to open up to you. I get the King of Cups crossed by Justice, and at the bottom, bookending the Ten of Cups is Action Jackson. It's the Magician, and the Magician would be bookending the Ten of Cups in this pre-shuffle. I said about the Ten of Cups with the Eight of Wands crossing it, it's somebody who wants to take fantasy into reality and talk to you. This proves it. This is why I said that. It's why the energy's there. It's why I show you cards. It's for transparency. I could just sit here and give you an energy reading and tell you what's here. But the cards are pictures. They reflect the energy. And then you see it for yourself. That is what that energy is. There's a huge transformation here. There's been a tower. And that tower is related to a Hierophant. That tells me, for some of you, something's gone down on their side. And if you watched my extended reading for the Jupiter North Node, you understand what I'm talking about. If you didn't, it just means however they're feeling towards you, they're also on the other side, it's having an equal and opposite reaction. Okay? This person really admires you. There's an admiration in the energy. They won't admit that. Don't get me wrong. They're not going to show up on your door and say, I admire you, Cancer. That's not going to fucking happen. But I don't give a fuck what's going to fucking happen. I just shuffled the deck, and the reason we're here, the first card out is before the cut. The reason we're here is the King of Wands, and that's my laughing king in this deck. Yeah, it's still the Burger King, but I don't think it is. It doesn't feel, it feels like, how do I phrase this? Because I call him my laughing king because he's laughing. He's sitting there, he's all arrogant and shit. But I think the last laugh was you. I think you had the last laugh here, Cancer. Because this connection, that Hierophant crossed by the tower, also tells me this person's been changed. Just like our brain chemistry changes with drugs and things like that, this person's soul chemistry has changed. And I've said that in recent readings, and it's certainly here. And you're certainly all over the all signs readings. Wow. This is someone who takes action. Okay? It's an energy that's been around you a long time, since I've been here. Let's see what it's going to do, what it might do, what comes after the cut. Because that energy, your person, is why we're here. Profound changes within your person. They're not really laughing anymore. Because this is real and it might be gone and they might have missed something that could have changed their life. In fact, I know for a fact it would have. And this is getting real. Page of Pentacles, it is. That king, this is the card of the student. Learning, right? That king, that I said, you rewind, I said it. You had the last laugh here. All right, yeah, they told you to fuck off. I'm not interested, or they stayed silent, just ghosted your ass. Bye bye, I'm gone. I gotta go check the parking meter. Bye bye, and they never came back. Some of you never even talked to this person. You had a soul recognition. They freaked out and told you to go fuck off. Whatever it is, that laughing king is learning who had the last laugh here. That's the energy I get off this, because they've been looking at your picture, they've been spying, they've been thinking. This is one of my biggest cards of spying. I know a lot of readers don't read it that way, but I don't give a fuck what a lot of readers do. I'm Steve. I'm telling you, this right here is a king that's learned. He's not laughing. Male or female, sitting on that throne, it might be laughing on the card, but what I saw, with the way I feel the energy, is someone who's laughing like this. It's like, it's like that, where the laugh turns down instead of going up. All right, I'm gonna give the deck a final shuffle here. I like this reading for you, Cancer. I do. I like this reading so far. I can't guarantee your person's gonna show up, but I could, because I can't predict free will. But I can tell you their energy is right on top of you. Give me a reading, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer and the current energies. And if you all need to watch my recent all signs readings and your recent cure for Cancer to understand, and any recent reading I did for you to understand what those current energies are. I can't back explain everything on every video. They'd be 9 hours long. Let's see. I'm shuffling. Here we go. All right. Give me a reading, universe. Oh, I got my reading. Bottom of the deck. Overall energy of our reading is the Six of Wands. Is victory after a long battle. Somebody's been battling with themselves. You've been battling, learning, and wanting this person. Well, some of you waiting, which you shouldn't have been. Look at this. Again, I can't make this shit up. You don't even need me. I could just put the cards on the table like some fucking silent movie from the 20s, and you'd get it. You'd figure out the reading all by yourself. Six of Wands crossed by the Three of Cups. All right? Somebody is, if they've got something on their side, if there's a third energy here, it's certainly not something they're paying attention to. This is somebody opening up to you. And that's where the victory comes. This is a card of transformation, the Six of Wands. And the animal deck's got a butterfly on it for a reason. Butterflies represent transformation. This is transformation on crack. This is one of my biggest cards of communication. This is bigger than the Eight of Wands that was crossing that Ten of Cups in the pre-shuffle. For me, in my reading, this is someone opening up emotionally. It's the flow of water. It's the number 3. Famous by 3, like I wrote in my blog article. 2-part blog article, I might add, about the number 3. This is some shit. Our reading's on the flip. Let's see where we go, because these witches want to talk. Let me tell you. All right. It's minor arcana in the overall energy. That always, in my readings, tells me it's up to this person's free will. There's fear all through this energy. There's admiration. There's fear, there's determination, there's realization. That tower was a big realization about how important you are with it crossing that Hierophant, and a realization maybe about how unimportant. I get an image, something else is on their side. I get from the energy, I'm just going to give it to you. Got no cards on the table to back it up. The third party may not even show up here. I don't know. But I'm just going to tell you. It's a situation where if your person's communicating to somebody else, they're communicating that they've grown and the other person hasn't. The other person has stayed still, or people or thing has stayed what it was. Your person has changed. Your connection has changed this person. The tower crossing the Hierophant, and they know it. They're acknowledging it. And that's why they want to bring fantasy into reality, and that's why there's a good chance of somebody opening up to you here. Okay? But there is fear there too, for all the reasons we talked about. Steve Love Tarot is the real deal. Okay? I'm really an energy reader. I'm really only here because this is a very difficult cycle. And you guys need more than fairies and unicorns and blessings on every fucking all 12 readings somebody does. That ain't gonna cut it in this. That's a recipe for people doing stupid shit and getting depressed. Okay? The bottom line here, this is, I give you the energy so that you understand, so that you know that there's some fear here, okay? I just want to point that out to you, all right? Let's see. Here's the energy around your connection. Here's how your person feels in their emotions, which I already know before I pull the card. Here's how they feel in their soul, not what they show you, not what they tell you in the 3D. This is the hidden energy from the universe, what the fickle old gal wants you to know, and for some reason she feels compelled to tell it to you through me, which I don't like. It's red with the energy of the connection. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will. I'm sorry. I know some of you think I'm the warlock on the mountain, but I'm not. I'm just Steve. That's it. But I can't predict free will, but I can tell you what the energies are here and what your person's feeling. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top, and you bet you're sweet. And they are sweet. Cancer asses. There's going to be a link for it extended in the description. Because this is a fire hose, like your readings always are. It's a fire hose of energy, right? But this is unreal. What's the energy around the connection? This is big fire hose, one of them big trucks. What comes out first after the Six of Wands? Jesus. Two of Swords, but it's a clear decision. In the Witch's deck, the two swords aren't crossed. It's two Ace of Swords. There's one clear direction to go. Your person, with victory here, your person knows which way to go. And with that pre-shuffle, remember what I said in the pre-shuffle. We never forget the pre-shuffle. Two things you always remember. What do I tell you? Always remember the Alamo and remember the pre-shuffle. Oh, don't forget either of those things. Now, both can teach you a lesson. They know which way to go. Okay, there's no confusion here with this card. Not in the Witch's deck. The witches know their shit. You don't fuck with the witches. I know. How do they feel in their emotions? Yeah, I told you I knew. I don't even need the card. I wasn't even fucking worried. I knew it was like either that or the Lovers or some shit. It's a Knight of Cups. Listen, the Tower crossed the Hierophant in the pre-shuffle. Okay? Yeah, up back in the Alamo. The Tower crossed the fucking Hierophant. It's like, oh my God. I suspect there was a point where this person very recently, because the Tower was there. I suspect very recently there was a point where this person said, oh fuck it, I'm not going to go in. I have to tell them something. There's always something they have to tell you. There's always something they're afraid to tell you. They're afraid it's going to turn into an argument. I suspect that's why this Two of Swords is here, but they're not crossed. So the energy of this is someone who knows which way to go. There was a moment where they decided, oh fuck it, and the moment they decide that, they realize there's some acknowledgement of the importance of this connection. You can't change somebody's life. You can't change the way someone sees the world and have them not say something to you about it. They have to. Even if it's somebody you don't know. It's some celebrity out on fucking YouTube or some shit who talks, one of the big names, the big name people. You still comment. You still try to tell them how they've affected you. Or at least you're compelled to do it. If you want to feel what your person feels, that's a good way to empathize with it. Okay? Try to think of it that way. All right? Okay. Yeah, they want to come towards you. In the emotions, they're feeling love. And I don't see him stopped at the water. I see this coming forward. There's a clear decision here. Now, again, it's minor arcana and overall energy. It's up to them. There is fear here. I won't lie to you. And it's something... anyway, we'll keep going. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. How do they feel in the soul about you? Yeah, that death card. If you've been watching me recently, right, since I know there's a lot of new people here. I know some of you have been around a while. We can't get rid of this death card, can we? We can't get rid of it. Their soul is transformed. What did I just get done telling you? Rewind. I just told you about a person who you've changed, and you feel compelled to thank someone when they've changed your life, or tell them that they have. It's a process. It's just human nature. This person's been transformed. When death falls in the soul, it's a soul that's been transformed. This confirms the Tower crossing the Hierophant and what I've just got done telling you about it. It's why the Ace of Cups is here. It's why these two swords aren't crossed. This is minor arcana, but it's off of major arcana. All right, the transformation's happened. They know it. They've acknowledged it, and they've also acknowledged that whatever's on their side is not as good. All right, it's been holding them back. And they're looking to move forward. That's the best I can tell you. That's the most sugarcoating you're going to get out of me. Because there's fear here in the energy. And fear holds people back from everything. All kinds of shit you'll never do because of fear. Hidden energy. What's the fickle old gal want to say? It's been bugging me to pull this card. I have no idea what it is. But man, that fickle old gal, ever since I pointed to this, it's been like static electricity here. Yeah. Page of Wands. I knew it. It's what I'm telling you. This person wants to start something new. This is my little boy here, male or female, doesn't matter. It's a boy on the card, male or female. This is my little boy who's out looking for frogs, frolicking. He's got nothing to lose. He knows he thinks he's going to live forever. You know, when you're young, when you're a kid, you think you're invincible, don't you? This is somebody, it's read with this, who knows what they want. The decision that they want, that they know, that's a clear decision, one bad, one good, is they want to start something new. They want some adventures. Can I phrase it that way? Does that make sense to you? So let's say it's like this. Let's say what the universe is trying to tell us here. I know when I threw this card, you all thought it was going to be some big card because I said there's static electricity here. This is a big card. This is exactly backing up why. This is telling you, this is the universe telling us why this person thinks you're a good decision. Not just about you changed their perspective on things, now they feel love and all that kind of shit. It's about the fact of what I told you earlier. Let's say, for example, they're married. Okay? They don't have to be. It's just an example. Let's say, for example, they're married. And they've been married a while. They've changed. They're not the same person they were at the beginning of that marriage. It's in part because of you, of course, and this connection. The person that they're with is still the same. And that's a problem. That's always a problem in relationships. It's one of the biggest problems with May-December relationships, for example, where one person's in their 20s, the other person's in their 50s. That person in their 20s, by the time that other person gets to their 70s, is going to be in their 40s. And by then, that person will have changed so much. But the other person's going to be the same because they started out in their 50s. You don't change much between 50 and 70 other than having to go to the doctor more. You know, you might change some eating habits, you know, and all that kind of shit. But other than that, you know, you pretty much have, you know, grown into the person you're going to be for the most part. Anyway, there are changes that occur. But my point is this person wants adventures. That's how I'm going to phrase it to you. And they see a future with this soulmate connection, not with what they've got. Okay? I'm just giving you the energy that's here. I'm energy riffing for you. All right? Like a jazz jam session. We're just improv. But I'm just giving you the energy. But all of it is reflected in the cards that are here. This person's transformed. Okay. This is nice. This is in their emotions, they want to come towards you. And they are. Their energy is on top of you. Overall energy is victory and transformation. This is transformation. This is a major arcana version of this for the most part, as far as the transformation aspect is concerned. What's the potential final outcome? Red with the Knight of Cups. Fuck yeah. Seven of Wands. I like that. I like that energy there. It could go either way, but not in a bad way. It could go either way. This card has a lot of different meanings. It depends on the energies around it. It can mean someone holding back. It can mean someone feeling blocked, the Seven of Wands. It can mean someone who's keeping the high ground. It can mean someone who's defensive. And it can also mean someone who's standing up and doing what's best for them. And that's the fucking energy that's around it. You look at what it's surrounded by. Victory. I want adventures. I want to start again. Knight of Cups. How they feel in their emotions right now. Clear decision. Their soul's already been transformed. The ticket has already been bought for these adventures. Okay? Whether they get on the plane or not and come towards you for those adventures, I can't predict. I'm sorry. I'm not the warlock from the mountain who can predict free will. Nobody can. It's not possible. It's called free will. It's not just letting a whale go. Okay? That's free willy. Don't get them confused. This is someone who wants to stand up and do what's right for them. What this tells me is what's right for them, because it's red with the Knight of Cups and their emotions, the energy feedbacks. What it tells me is what's right for them is love, is cups. It implies that they don't have cups on their side. It's all pentacles. It's all a relationship that looks good on paper. As I've been talking about, you know, I keep talking about this controlling family or this marriage that just looks good on paper. It's for status, it's for, and all that kind of stuff, or a career that no longer suits them. Well, of course that's in the energy. That's what this cycle is about. That's what the divine masculine had to learn. They had to learn that cups aren't something to be feared. Being vulnerable isn't something to be feared. That's their lesson. So of course all of them are in situations like that, no matter what sign you are. Even if it's just a way they think within themselves, if they live alone and have no other people around them, they're a closed off person. And that doesn't get you anywhere in life. You got to live life by the cups. If you want, the cups bring everything. It's not, you don't get the pentacles first and then the cups. This person knows that. They want to stand up and do what's right for them. I'm going to clarify this, and I'm going to do it with the Light Seer deck, the little Light Seer, because that's who wants to talk today. Let's go. Why is the Two of Swords here? I'm giving you the best reading I can. I'm starting to get more and more detailed with every reading I do. I don't know what's going on this year with me, but the energy, my energy, I don't know if it's because it's like a muscle and when you work it out, it gets stronger. I don't know, but my energy reading biceps are definitely a few inches bigger than they were when I first got here. And they were pretty big when I got here. But I can tell you, probably it's from all these readings I've been doing. Probably it's because I'm swimming deeper into the soulmate cycle. I don't know. But either way, I'm going to give you what I got. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of these people will chicken out. There's fear here, and I suspect the Light Seers are going to tell us about it. And we're going to find out. Why is this Two of Swords here? Why haven't they done anything? Well, I got my answer in part. Again, I said, what did I just say? Rewind. I said, why haven't they done anything? I was still shuffling. Crossing it is the Hangman. They don't know what to do. There's fear here. There's something keeping them on the fence. There's something that keeps them. Look, the Ten of Cups is fantasy land. We started with that. All right, it's about fairyland. It's someone dreaming about you. It's daydreams. It's crossed by the Eight of Wands. Yes, they want. W-A-N-T. They want to bring fantasy land to reality. The spank bank is no longer enough. Okay? It's no longer enough. They want to touch the real thing. But, or have you touched their real thing? One or the other. But, there's something here. By all the cards on the table, if we took the Two of Swords away, you'd be banging this person right now, not watching Steve's Love Tarot. There is something here that's stopping this. I do have a block energy here. I don't have one here. That's what's funny. I don't have a block energy on the Seven of Wands. I've got someone who wants to fight for this because they've had a tower crossing a Hierophant in our pre-shuffle. And that's why that's there. But there's something keeping them on the fence here. They do have a new perspective on you, and they know that you're the right choice. Because you're where the adventure is, and the ticket's already been bought. I see it here too. They're ready to go, packed and ready to hit. He's heading to the airport right now. He's like, he's ready to go. The Cancer airport. What's on top? Knight of Swords. There's something they need to tell you. Okay? I'll explain it to you. Knight of Swords always has a specific message. It's one bird in the air. They're nervous about it. Birds in the air, or someone nervous about things. Well, usually it's multiple birds, but I'm reading it here. Why? Because I got a Hangman sitting crossing a Two of Swords. Something's stopping them. It's something that they have to tell you. It's what I've been telling you. Something they have to fess up to. Something that even if it's just that they have to open up with you. Why is the Knight of Swords here? But boy, do they want to do it. The energy is pushing them. Their energy is being dragged towards you. It's already on top of you, but while it's on top of you, they're getting punched. It's like punching somebody while they're on the ground, right? They got punched and then dragged over to you, and then while they're laying on top of you, not doing anything, the universe punching them more and kicking them and all that kind of, just insult to injury here. This person is definitely, look at what's happening in this reading. I did not know this was here. I'm not looking at these fucking cards. I never do. I got the Nine of Swords. Rewind. I just got done telling you multiple birds in the air or someone worried. I swore to you, even though that's just one bird, doesn't usually represent worry. It just means the message is on the way. I felt worry here because of the Hangman crossing the Two of Swords. And what do I get? 9 swords. Multiple birds in the air. Worry. I get confirmation from the universe. All right? The Piccolo gal, she and I have a very interesting lifelong relationship. Okay? I am the most reluctant person with superpowers you will ever meet. If I were a superhero and you were reading comic books about me, I would be bitching and complaining about my superpower the whole time I was beating up the bad guy. Okay? I'm going to be very clear about that. I don't talk about that stuff. I don't tell anybody that I have it. My sister got a big mouth, so everybody knows. But aside from that, I don't tell anybody about it. You meet me on the street, when strangers meet me, I don't tell them anything about I'm an energy reader and I'm on YouTube and I've been doing, they don't know, I'm just a regular schmo. That's it. I don't say a goddamn thing. Night, I don't walk around with a bunch of weird crystals on me or weird robes and Jesus sandals. None of that stuff. Usually just sweatpants and an old pair of sneakers of some kind, you know. Why is the Knight of Cups here? But I can tell you, I tell you that because I don't want to be right here. This bothers me that this person's nervous to talk to you because this is a powerful connection. That's why I tell you all that. I don't want to be right. I don't like that I predicted this card would come out. It pisses me off when I see it. Because they shouldn't be like this. There's no reason for them to fear you. You're a cardinal water sign. You've got some, even if you're pissed, even a pissed off Cancer has some empathy. Right? You're going to understand, yeah, I know you had it rough in your life, or you did what your parents wanted you to do, or whatever it is. Or you thought following your career was the way to go, whatever it is. They don't need to feel this way. But there's something they're worried about telling you. It's keeping things on the fence. I don't think it's enough to stop them. But it's enough to stop a few of them. Okay? Most of them, though, no fucking way. The plane ticket's already been bought. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Why? Look at this. Look at this fucking shit. As I talk. What the fuck is going on, universe? My God, are you just here? Do you just want to... I'm going to ask the fickle old gal. Do you just want to sit down and do the reading? Oh, you can't because they won't be able to hear you. Okay. Fucking hell. The High Priestess secrets. There's a secret here that keeps coming up for you. I talked about it earlier in this reading. I've talked about it in other readings. I talked about it right here. And I thought to myself, I better not go into it because I don't have a High Priestess yet. And sure enough, there's a fucking High Priestess crossing the Knight of Cups. This Knight is not stopped. The energy is moving. But it's interesting that where we get the picture of the Knight moving, it's just before the water. There's something they have to tell you. Telling you there's a secret here. There always is. It's hard for me to find what it is and pinpoint it. There's just something they're nervous about telling you. And that's the only thing stopping it. What's on top? 10 swords. It's the only thing stopping it. 10 swords. They're worried. Okay, one of the things they're worried about that they feel beneath the surface here is that this is over. There's a lot of time that's passed here. Now, whether or not you're someone who's been waiting a year or 2 years or 10 years or a month or even a week, when I say the word or the words a lot of time, that's relative. It's relative because there is no time in the energy. And for some people, a lot of time, I mean, if you're doing something shitty, right? If you're doing something that you hate, an hour is a lot of time, isn't it? But if you're doing something you love, hell, an hour is too short. Again, there's a lot of time that's passed here. There's a feeling of it's over. And this feedbacks back on the 9 of Swords. I got right next to each other, 9 swords, 10 swords. That's an escalation. All these cards are connected. Don't you get hung up on positions in a reading. We're all connected. Everything is energy. Okay? We're all connected in a web of dark energy. It's called dark energy. It's not fucking devil energy. It's not the same thing. It's not evil. Scientists call it dark energy because it's dark. They just weren't very creative. They call it that because we can't see it. All right? That's why they call it dark energy. It wasn't one of their more creative days, okay? You know, you walk around all day in white robes, you know, sometimes life gets a little blah. But anyway, you can see an escalation here. So this means that it's more likely than not that they're coming towards you. But these feelings of the end are what make them, or what put them here. And worry about this. It gives them a chance to worry about that thing they want to tell you. Why is the 10 swords here? Because you're awesome. Fucking hell. I cannot believe this fucking reading. I mean, these readings lately have been crazy, but my God, it's the perfect card to fall there. That's your energy attached to that. They blew it here. This whole section, all of this and all of this, it's because of the transformation within this person at the soul level. This is all I fucked up upright. I let something go that could have changed my life is the message that's in the energy. And you could have. Some of you Cancers watching me are very successful. You got your shit together, but you're not successful and an asshole. In other words, I'm not talking about you being rich. Some of you might be. Some of you might be fabulously wealthy. I don't know. But I'm talking about you're just successful in your life, right? You feel things and you go through life, whatever success means to you. Some people in this world, when they get successful, they become assholes, right? Everybody here where I live in Hollywood has a story about somebody they knew before they were famous, and then when that person got famous, they became an asshole. They changed and they turned into a prick, right? Everybody got a story of at least one person that happened to. You're not like that. See, that's the thing. You're successful. You're the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, everybody loves the Queen of Pentacles, male or female. This person missed out on a good thing. The energies around them are the type that are successful because they're asshole. And then they turn into assholes. Okay? There's a lot of asshole energy around this person because you keep shining through. You keep shining through as a beacon of change, a guru of sorts. But more than that. So, there's always an implication with that. There's an equal and opposite reaction. The laws of physics apply. So it tells me on the other side, this person's probably, they might be around successful people, but maybe those are successful people who had everything handed to them. Maybe those are successful people who turned into assholes when they became successful, became arrogant, became entitled, that kind of thing. You're not like that. You're really cool. You're like the billionaire who walks around in sweatpants and old sneakers. Maybe. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. You're the cool billionaire like Mark Cuban or something. The cool one. The one who didn't turn into a prick. Sort of a thing. I don't know. But whatever the case is, you shine to this person. There's an energy here of somebody who feels like they missed out on something really good. They feel it slipping away. I can't help but think that most of them are coming towards you because of that, with that Knight of Cups underneath it. I'm just trying to give you all the energy that's here, because I know a lot of you Cancers are suffering with this. All right, it's something that weighs on you because you're a very sensitive sign. You're a cardinal water sign, and you probably wonder why. Why was I passed up for that prick? Or why was I passed up for some job on their side? What's so important about that? Why do they got to have that car or whatever? You were passed up for an object, some of you. Or you were passed up for an entitled fuckwit, some of you. And that bothers a Cancer. A Cancerian can get irked by that because it's like, what the fuck? Don't you know what you're missing? I'm telling you, they do know what they're missing. So if that gives you some closure, at least, or gets you to sleep at night, then I've done my job here. I'm telling you, they know what they missed with this Queen of Pentacles here. And I think that little diatribe was important for someone watching to hear. And everybody matters, so it's fine by me. Let's see, Death card in their soul. A lot of transformation in this person. Okay, we see it here, right? All of a sudden. It's not even all of a sudden. It's been there the whole time. They've just been pushing it back and pushing it back. Yeah. Transformation. What once was is no longer. The girl on the card who's pooping in the yard now wants to come in and poop in the toilet, basically. The Four of Cups is crossing the Death card. Again, everything I just told you is represented in this picture. They know what they missed out on. How they feel about you is they fucked up. This is I fucked up upright on crack right here when it's crossing the Death card. Now they will look at the red of the rainbow. Look at the red on the back of the card. I've taught you that light is energy. That's why you can read. If you can't read energy, if I'm not an energy reader, Steve, I just read the cards by the book. No, you are an energy reader if you can see color. Just read the cards by the background color. Find the ones that go together and see what they tell you. Even if it's a small amount of color. The transformation is now they want this rainbow. They know it was a rainbow. We started with a rainbow with the Ten of Cups, didn't we? They blew you off for reasons that was probably just their own shit. Okay? This person does know what they missed out on. That's probably an important message for somebody. Page of Swords. They learned it all through either energetic osmosis. As you grew, they grew because you're connected, which is slow. Very slow process. Or through spying. Through watching you. Either way, they're disappointed in themselves. So when this card falls in the soul, it's about disappointment. A little bit. It's disappointing messages. Smaller than what they thought. This person feels small next to you. But now they can see that. We got a Hangman here, remember? New perspective. Also sitting on the fence, but these cards are red with these cards. These are bookend. Remember, everything's connected. So, but the bookends matter in my reading. Why is the Page of Swords here? Look at that. Fucking hell. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. This person, they're waiting for the right moment to come towards you, but it's held back by something they have to tell you that's making them nervous. And as soon as they think I should let this go, they realize what they already let go, and they know they got to take a shot at it. It's somebody who's like, I might as well take a shot. It almost reads like an energy of somebody who's got nothing to lose at this point. It's already dead, so fuck it. I got nothing to lose. I might as well go in. And if they don't like what I have to say, fine, whatever, if it turns into a fight. This is a great big energy of, I'm just going to go for it anyway, with this Nine of Cups falling here. That's emotional fulfillment. That's a wish fulfilled. I think a great number of these people are coming towards you. I truly do. Tell me about, let's talk to the universe, okay? Tell me about this Page of Wands. Now, this is someone who, again, I paraphrase the energy, I feel the energy, and then I translate it into words. I'm just paraphrasing here. This is somebody who wants adventure. It's as though I sat down with you, you and I were married, we've been married it's just an example. We've been married a long time, and I look at you and I go, I've changed, I just want adventure. I want to try new things. I want to, whatever. Go out and frolic for frogs. They see you as that adventure. That's the energy around that. And the Page of Wands is also somebody who really wants to make things work with you. I think they do, but look, this card's red with these. Here's that thing they got to tell you, and it's what they're worried about. They're worried about talking to you. They're worried about you. This person could not take you rejecting them, I think, on some level. I think on some level they're worried as fuck that you're just going to tell them to fuck off because too much time has passed. And, whatever it is, whatever they've got on their side is never going to be the same because of you. Because of that Death card right there. I can get all that off the Death card. But also I get it with the Tower crossing the Hierophant in the beginning of the reading. Okay? In that pre-shuffle. Remember the Alamo and remember the pre-shuffle. It's important. I don't have to show it to you, but I do. Page of Wands, talking to the universe, is crossed by the Magician. This is a new transformation within this person. I said the ticket's already been purchased from the Death card. I got confirmation of that on the Nine of Cups. That's them leaving for the airport. And this is my Action Jackson card lately. It's a card of action. It's the Magician. This person, I think, for a good number of you, will take action, but this also tells me there's been there's been a transformation within this person. A real lead into gold. This is not something they would have wanted before, is what this is saying. In other words, this adventure, oh my God, look at that. I pick up the deck and I accidentally leave two cards there. I left the Five of Cups. It's accidental, but it means something. And I was just about to tell you, this is not something they would have wanted before. They have a lot of regret for that. This is a person who used to live their life keeping up some kind of image, bullshitting people. I see it all the time in this cycle. They got a lot of regret for how they behaved here. I'll put that back in. What's on top? Wow. My Four of Cups and my Three of Cups. Wow. Again, I just got done telling you they got a lot of regret here. That's why we left the Five of Cups. That helps you see. I would have read that energy that way anyway. But it helps you see. The pictures are pretty pictures for you, reflecting the energy, so you can see my energy reads. You get some transparency. Four of Cups. Yeah. They regret not doing this sooner. It's that kind of energy. And they are opening up. They may have been held back by a third party. It's possible. We'll see in the extended if it shows up. It's not showing up here. The universe, obviously some Cancerian is suffering out there because the universe just wants to tell you something. And I'm here to tell you. I'm just conveying the message. That's all I'm doing. Somebody is nervous as fuck. This is red with the Nine of Swords. This is about the Three of Cups again. It's about opening up. It's the card that's crossing our overall energy. The Six of Wands. If you recall, at the bottom of the Witch's deck, the Three of Cups, which, by the way, a Magician was crossing here, right? I believe. Well, there's a Wheel of Fortune here. I thought there was a Magician under there. I felt a Magician energy. Wheel of Fortune is here. Again, a card of transformation, though. A card of alchemy. All right? Same kind of thing. The energy here just keeps repeating in different forms. The Magician is alchemy, lead into gold. They didn't used to want this before. The Wheel of Fortune is under the Three of Cups in this other deck. That's a 180-degree turn. I mean, shit happens. This person, it happened to this person. It's some kind of tower. We'll pull on that tower we got crossing the Hierophant in the extended. But somebody's nervous about talking to you, about opening up. That message is still here. That message is still here. Why is the Seven of Wands here? So they want to stand up and fight for this. Okay, W-A-N-T. They want to. All right, fine. They want to stand up and fight for this. Good for them. I want a lot of things too. Are they going to? What's the final on this, universe? Let's see. Yeah, they are. Star card. It's all playing out in some kind of destiny here, some sort of telenovela destiny. I don't know. It's really strange. It's just they're here. The energy is on top of you. This star, there's no delay to it. This is someone who wants to stand up and fight, and it's something they've wanted for a long time, but it's been held back until they figured some shit out. They figured it out many times, but they suppressed it. What don't we see here? I don't have a Seven of Swords. Deception, someone self-deceiving themselves, self-sabotaging. I don't have a Five of Swords. Somebody self-sabotaging, thinking short-term. I don't have a Devil. I don't have a Fakey McFakerman. I don't have a Queen of Wands. Somebody trying to pretend that you don't matter. I don't have anything. I've got a final outcome of somebody wanting to fight for this, and my next two cards, I pulled them at the same time. Just so you can see, because I might get egg on my face, and ha-ha, there's the Seven of Swords, Steve. Ha-ha, no, fuck you. Ace of Pentacles, well, and a Hermit. Actually, well, it doesn't matter. I think they were in the opposite direction. I think I flipped the cards. I think they actually go like this. But it doesn't matter anyway. It's somebody who has realized, I'll leave it the way it fell, because that's how the universe wanted me to lay them down, because I just did it intuitively. It's fine. They know they need to come big, because this might be over. It's red with the Ten of Swords. And right here, it's all this transformation. This is the Hermit. This is accessing your inner wisdom. It's the light bulb going off about what they missed out on. This person's coming towards you for a good number of you. We opened this reading with an Eight of Wands crossing a Ten of Cups. That is someone who wants, W-A-N-T-S, wants to bring this fantasy into reality, something they missed. They want a second crack at this. They're very nervous about getting it. I get that very strongly here. I'm going to go back to the Witch's deck. All right? And we're going to ask the universe for 3 cards and a crossing card. What else you want to tell Cancer here about this universe? Here's your chance to speak, because most of them don't go to the extended, even though in there the universe is going to be all yappy. But either way, let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Give me 3 cards. What can Cancer expect from this person? I'll do that for those of you not going to the extended, because some of you don't. You've been burned by other people's extendeds. My extendeds are usually like an hour long, and I just pull a bunch of side readings. It's like you're in my living room and we're just hanging out and I'm pulling some readings. I'm definitely going to pull on that tower crossing the Hierophant. I definitely want that. But I also want to pull a pyramid reading on how they feel about you and how you've sort of transformed them. Okay? I definitely want to look into that, and we'll find out, you know, a little more detail of what you can expect from this person from your perspective. But anyway, and we'll pull a percentage. You know, we'll find out what percentage are going to chicken out. It's going to be low, I think. I don't know. What actions, what can Cancer expect from this person? What actions is this person going to take toward Cancer here under the current energies? Give it to Cancer straight, universe. Give it to Cancer straight. Okay. I am. The universe is like, I am. It's right here. I bet there'll be a little EVP voice underneath. Listen for that I am. It might be there. I don't know. I heard it. I don't know. They don't always come out on video, but sometimes they do. We had one recently in a reading. Someone pointed out. Anyway, I forget which reading it was, but anyway. The Empress, the 3 of Wands, the Empress, and there's Judgment. I almost said we don't have Judgment here when I was talking about the cards. That's kind of funny because they're nervous about it. They want a second chance here. The Empress is crossed by the Hanged Man. This is someone who has a whole new perspective on you, what you can expect from this person, at least in these cards from the universe here, is someone who is changed. Someone who is not the same person they were when they cast you off, at the very least. I'm not saying they're huge transformation, but it might be for some of you. Either way, they see you and feel you here. They're feeling you in pure Empress energy. It's making them a little nervous to jump off the cliff. Because again, there's something they have to tell you. And I also, this is telling me, the judgment card is telling me the universe itself is pushing them. All right? You know, judgment don't come out for a bang in a bar parking lot. This is a very powerful connection, divinely guided. This is someone from the past coming into your future, coming into your present to affect your future. This is a card of communication when it falls here. When I ask the universe what you can expect from this person, the majority of you can expect a phoenix rising from the ashes out of nowhere. You're reflecting here as the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles in your reading. This person, there's an admiration in the energy. And I know they won't tell you that, but again, it's human nature to want to at the very least, tell someone who's affected your life that they've affected your life. Not everybody does it, and it doesn't matter, but there's a compulsion for them to do it. Okay? It's very strong. And the universe says this is happening very soon. This is happening in the now. What is this? Oh, it's my laughing king again. The reason we're here, right? That was the card before the cut, the King of Wands. I call it the why the fuck are we here card. Well, why the fuck are we here? The reason we're here is because this king, the Burger King, has a new perspective on the divine feminine, male or female, doesn't matter. And they're fixing to come in before that ship gets away. The ship out here in the distance is represented here in your main reading by this Ten of Swords. Okay? They want a second chance here. I don't think they care. I told you this earlier. I don't think they care whether you're in or out or not. I think that this person has nothing to lose at this point. For some of you, a lot of time has passed here. And again, that's relative, but it's worrying your person. You see them here in a field worrying. Okay? And it's about something they have to tell you. I'll try to dig on what that is. I don't know. For a lot of you, it's just why they ran. You know? And whatever that means. They might mean telling you that their relationship was actually shit and they told you it was good. It might mean that they thought a career was everything, but it's not. I don't know. We'll have to find out. If you want the extended, but I would expect most of you to hear from this person. This is a pretty powerful reading. I'd watch it a few times. There's a lot here. A lot. A lot of transformation within this person. I didn't swear at them much in this reading. I don't like that I was right about that, though. I don't want them to be worried about talking to you. I don't think they should be. I don't think it's enough to stop them. It's a 9. 9s are the end in tarot. We're coming to the end, and it escalates to the 10. It's moving in the right direction. It's headed toward an Ace of Swords, which is a reconciliation. But I don't have an Ace of Swords. Okay, so be careful about that. Some of you, this person is definitely nervous. So make yourself easy to talk to. A lot of them are spying. Make yourself available, even if it's just energetically available if they're not spying. Try to release any resentments toward this person. Forgiveness is for you. Forgive yourself for everything that happened here. You don't have to forgive them. You can fucking hate them if you want to, but don't direct that energy. Acknowledge that energy, learn from it, and move forward. As you do that, you make this person, you make it easier energetically for this person to open up and get past this 9 of Swords nonsense. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If I helped one person today, which I think I did with this one reading, then I've done my job, karmically speaking. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. I want it. I'm going to go pull right now on that tower crossing the Hierophant, find out what happened with that tower. All right? Good luck, everyone.